Once again, welcome to the show. And of course, we have an outstanding and amazing young lady coming up, letting us know who she is and what she's doing. I tell you, Stephanie is here, and good afternoon, Stephanie. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Pastor. How are you?
Oh,
Thank you for
please.
inviting me.
Oh, thank you for being here, and thank you for accepting the invite. And I tell you, you asked me how I'm doing. I tell you, that goes without saying. That's all I can say.
All
It
right.
goes without saying. Oh, well, I'm going to dive right in because I'm excited to have you. And I just want to have you step up to the plate, introduce yourself, tell us who you are, tell us where you're from. Who is Stephanie anyway?
Yes, I am Dr. Stephanie Brown. I live in Philly. That's where I am right now. I'm sitting in my house doing this interview. I'm an educator. First of all, I'm a woman of God. I'm a believer. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I am an educator. So I've been teaching, I've been in the educational system serving for about 20 years. And even teaching English, that's kind of my last stop, I think, in higher ed, but now I am working in a medical school in Philadelphia, doing academic support services over there. So it's really fun. Education means a lot to me, and therefore I created educational materials for teachers. Being a teacher at heart, I think it's my duty, it's my responsibility to make sure that, especially kids of color, and all kids are served well. So in COVID, I created my first book called She Looks Like Me. It is a book that rhymes, which really helps students with phonics and listening. And it also has an activity book that goes with the book. And so, like I said, I'm a teacher at heart. So everything I do stems from that. So I'm always ready to create educational materials for teachers, for kids, for the children's families. And my newest adventure is I'm doing more stuff about writing, helping authors create and finish their books. So yeah, I'm having a good time.
Ah, it sounds like you're having a good time. And I tell you, we are filled with excitement as well. And we appreciate you, for number one, just simply, being here with us this afternoon. And number
hmm
two, accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. For those of you that
hmm
don't know, Stephanie is one of our featured children's authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. All you have to do is simply stop by our platform, click on the tab that is titled Children's Authors, and you will see not one, not two, but three of her outstanding publications located there, right there. I mean, she looks like me. As I say,
hmm
you can see that one right here on the screen. Click on that cover, and you will be taken to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as
hmm
publication and hidden heroes. You
Yeah.
know, I, I'm just gonna go without saying. You know what? Let's dive into that for a few moments,
Yeah.
Stephanie. Tell us a little bit about hidden heroes. What exactly is that one all about?
Yeah, I would love to. So hidden figures, hidden heroes is another book that rhymes because again, I'm a teacher at heart, so I really focus on helping kids learn. And so it's a book about young hidden heroes of the civil rights movement, because mainly in the civil rights movement we know MLK, we know like the big names, there's so many of them, but we forget about those youth that were involved in SNCC, the youth movement. They were involved in CORE. These young people were responsible for desegregating the lunch counters in the South, and they were also responsible for the bus boycott. You remember that, the freedom
Yeah.
rides? A lot of young people. So the book really centers around Diane Nash. Diane Nash came to the University of Tennessee. That's where she was first introduced to segregation because she really didn't have any idea of what that was. So she gathered a bunch of students and she was responsible for desegregating the first lunch counters in Tennessee, and Tennessee was the first state to do so. So Diane Nash is actually still alive. She was involved in the freedom rides as well. MLK knew her. So many of these powerful civil rights leader knew her, but yet my generation, the generation before, or even the generation after me, they have no idea who Diane Nash is. So in my book, I also highlight the Little Rock Nine because I didn't know about the Little Rock Nine, which were the students that first desegregated the school in Central Little Rock, Arkansas. I didn't know about them until undergrad in college when I was
Wow.
already an adult. So I'm saying if I would have known about some of these young people as a young person, I think that I would really be able to dig deeper. You know what I mean? Because when you hear about somebody that has done something amazing and you're young and they're your age, you're like, man, if they did that, then how much am I able to do? So my purpose for these books is really to share that there has been, especially in Black history and women's history, amazing women and amazing young people who have done these things that are mostly hidden in today's children's curriculum, high school curriculum. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I just don't
Right.
think that that's fair, because I wish I would have had that, like
Mm-hmm.
access to know who these hidden people are, because it reminds me of the book or the movie, The Hidden Figures with Katherine Johnson, and those, in the movie. You remember that movie, like
Yeah.
Hidden
Yeah.
Figures?
Yeah.
That was the first time we knew about these mathematicians. Dorothy Vaughan. I had no idea that those women even existed. And I'm saying
Wow.
that is a shame to the curriculum that is given to students, especially students of color. Like, little did we know there was a large group of African American women who were called mathematicians because of how amazing and stellar and academically strong they were in segregation times. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's like this
Right.
part of history was just ignored to the point where we had to have a movie in the 2000s to even know who those women were.
Right. Wow. I
So
tell you.
something needs to happen when it comes to education and what is given to students. And that's where I come in. That's where teachers like me come in and we say, you know what? We're just going to do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we're going to create books, we're going to create educational materials to shed light on these hidden heroes in Black history that are Americans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They are Americans.
Right. Wow. I tell you.
They're just
Oh my
people of
goodness.
color.
And
They're just people of color, but they are 100% Americans. So
now,
it's like, why are these people ignored?
if someone wanted to reach out and show their love, care, concern, and support to you, and purchase a copy of your current publications, what's the
Yeah.
process? I mean, how can they be purchased? How can they get them?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it's easy. Like, I'm on Facebook as Stephanie Brown, but then my I Am educational series is online. So you can find me I Am or www.imeducationalseries.org. I Am also has an Instagram page and it also has a Facebook page as well. Or you can email imeducationalseries.gmail and find me there. Yeah.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
if you're in a library, you happen to be in a library or a story time event in Philly, like, I have a big calendar. So I'm constantly going to different libraries, different performances, or, you know what I mean? Like, when a youth organization brings authors in or they want a story time, I'm always there,
Yeah.
so you can find me there as well.
Wow. I tell you, I mean, I'm overwhelmed. And, when you look back over the situation, when you look at where you've been and and how all this began for you and all that good stuff, let me ask you this. What's next? I mean, what's next for you as an author?
Yeah, well, I'm working on my first chapter book that I've got two chapters left, actually a chapter and a half, because, when I'm not working, because I love my job, so I love my students, so I'm always serving, and if I'm not invited to come and do story times with parents and their families, then I'm writing. So I'm working on my first book for women.
Mm.
So it's my first book writing for women, and I'm a woman of God. So this book is for women of God.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to tell exactly what the topic is. So I'm going to wait that until I get maybe on my last chapter that I can start revealing what I've been working on for about a year.
Right,
Because
right.
women need to minister to other women.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The
yeah.
Bible supports that. And so as a woman, I my first book will be for Christian women. So
Christian women.
I'm really excited about that. I love the word, so I will. The Bible is all through my book, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh
I
my
mean?
good.
Because
Well, you should
again,
be. You should be.
yeah,
And
yeah,
contact. I mean,
it's
what if somebody wanted to reach out and contact you? I mean, maybe somebody wants to uh, reach out and maybe discuss a few things with you on a more individual basis. Is there some
yeah.
information you don't mind sharing?
Yeah, that's a great question because now on my Facebook page or my Instagram page, you're going to find me encouraging writers because I feel that, if you've got something good, you've got to share that. Just like your faith, you're saved, you're dying daily, you are bearing your cross. So it is like you need to share that with people. You know that you've been forgiven. So you want to share that faith. So in the same way, I share the skill of writing because I was director of English in higher ed. Like I was a professor of English. So, and I love that. So I share a lot of techniques because people get stuck in their writing, they get stuck in their art. So people can contact me through like Instagram or just message me and say, hey, like I'm writing this book, can you help me out? And I've been doing that like all along. Like I don't charge anything. And there's an event that a few of us authors are going to get together at Christ Community Church, and we're going to have an event there. So you will see that on my page really soon. But again, like I will, meet with you. I don't charge currently right now because I'm just not doing that. You know what I mean? I'm just not. So you feel like reach out, and I will give you some support. Maybe it's motivation that you need. Maybe if it's like a certain literary skill, maybe it's the writing process. Maybe it's how to get out of writer's block, whatever that is. Like I definitely am available to give you some tips and tricks and help you get your book finished into the world.
Amen. Oh wow, I
Yeah, right.
appreciate that. So I tell you,
Yeah.
I'm just like I said, I'm overwhelmed with joy. I appreciate you and what you're doing. I
Thank
believe in
you.
my spirit. It's something that should be done, and you have been blessed to disseminate this information to people around the world. And we're going to stay in close contact with you so we can find out
Yeah.
how things are going. I mean, I
Yes.
know that you have our number, so I want you to pick up that phone and let me know if there's anything I can do to assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I'll be more than happy. And when you do that, I want
Yeah.
you to know the answer will always be yes, and you'll never have to ask me twice. We can't thank you enough. Stephanie Brown, one of our featured authors here on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Don't forget, stop by our platform, click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors, Children's Authors. You'll see She Looks Like Me,
Hmm.
and you'll also see Hidden Heroes. Click on either one of those covers, and it will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publications. And please, when you do so, make sure you go back, show your love, care, concern, and support. Share this information, pick up a copy, and leave a review. It's so important for you to leave a review to let people know how you feel, what you think, your concerns, your recommendations, suggestions. And it's so important for Stephanie, Amazon, and anybody else that you may be getting it from. But leave a review. Stephanie, I just can't thank you enough for being
Yeah.
here. We're going to do a follow up with you, and we
Excellent.
want to make sure that we stay in close contact to
Yeah.
continue to disseminate this information with people around the world, okay?
Excellent. Thank you so much, Pastor.
I thank you for being here. You have a fantabulous rest of
You
your day. We
too.
look forward to talking with you again soon, okay?
Okay, sounds good, Pastor.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
God bless you. Stephanie Brown, featured children's authors, right here on the number one station in the nation, the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin, right here, and I'm on the show.